the basement, no longer alone, with my homegirl Terezz on the microphone. Music, politics, or just chatting it up. Brunch in the basement, see that's what's up. You never know who might run through. Legendary artists or someone brand new. You miss a lot when you miss one day. At least that's what I heard somebody say. But it doesn't really matter what whoever says. It's always a good show with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Brunch in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Let's see who we got today or what we doing today or whatever it is, it's gonna be good. Woo!
I love you all so much.
Just whatever the first thing that
Adam and Eve.
we can see you now.
I know, and thank God.
Yeah, that's generally the response we get from everybody, but we keep it clean.
Rez, Tammy Too Much at it again. What's up?
What's you doing?
Well, you know, as you can see, I got the phone here because I am welcoming in the TikTok crew again, so they can see you, but from my screen, which is kind of behind the scenes. So they're seeing everything that I'm doing. It's almost like a tutorial in how to do too much with not enough. So I see my girl Rochelle Hales looking from TikTok. What's up? Watching from TikTok. I'm also I was also using Instagram Live, and that's why I was getting two
How many phones you got working over there?
I just got things going on, girl. I'm trying not to have my bank information up on the screen, though. You know what I'm saying?
Good morning, Chulo.
Hi, Pop. Yes, you are watching and listening to Brunch in the Basement with JaVonne and Terez on WJBR Internet Radio, the best podcast on a Saturday. And yes, we are vlogging, which means we are video blogging. That's so cool. The views, information, or opinions expressed during Brunch in the Basement series are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent those of WJBR Internet Radio. So, hopefully, get ready, because hopefully you are ready to feed the soul with JaVonne and Terez on WJBR Internet Radio. No RSVP needed. There is always a seat at the table for you here at Brunch in the Basement. So, for those of you joining us from TikTok, I just want to say welcome. I'm trying to do something new, which is to include you all in our basement conversations. For those of you on Facebook, if you're on my personal Facebook page, I cannot see you. I'm sorry. So what I need you to do is join us on YouTube, WJBR Internet Radio. And you see how we have Pop's comment on the screen, and watch me change it as he said, "Good morning, team. Brunch in the Basement, JaVonne and Terez." Hey, Pop. Well, I can also post your comments. Hi, Connor. Hi, Chris. Connor and Chris, how are you? Yes, my birthday. So you know what? I am a birthday whore. Yeah. That doesn't mean I go out hoeing on my birthday. What it means is that
Oh, shucks.
it just means that I love Facebook on my birthday. That's what that means, because Facebook goes bananas on your birthday, man. I look forward to that shit every year. And I try as best as I can to remember to shout other people out on their birthday. That's right. Hashtag birthday whore. But I don't really like post it on other like TikTok and stuff like that. So with the birthday thing, mentioned, which I wasn't going to mention it, but I was hoping that Pop would. I tickle myself. I really do. I really do. I just want to play quickly some of my favorite birthday shout outs that I've gotten on this show. Okay?
Mm.
So yeah, it's so cool. Some that I
Wait. Can I just
yeah,
digress just one quick second?
absolutely.
It wasn't just a birthday, JaVonne. Stop it.
Oh gee, here we go. Here
Stop it.
we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all.
And I got in trouble many years ago for I don't shout out numbers anymore
Ah.
because I got a call saying Hitch. Because I didn't know. Some people are age sensitive. They like to celebrate, but they don't want to mention names. And I find that numbers. So I kind of, but I still would like to acknowledge that it is a milestone birthday. So you picked this milestone. You picked the stone.
I got officially old on Wednesday, is what she's trying to say without saying it.
No, I'm not.
My grandmother was that person. How dare you talk about her age? Like, even when I was a kid, I never knew how old my grandmother was until she was in her 70s and she ordered a birth certificate. She needed an original birth certificate. And she found out at that point that she was 2 years older than she thought she was.
Oh,
Which
no.
was even that was the day that, all shit hit the fan.
Oh, no.
It wasn't until she was actually 100 years old that she embraced her age. And this woman, let me tell you, my grandmother, may she rest in peace. And just an FYI, she passed away 1 year ago tomorrow.
Mm.
So it's almost like, celebrating, not celebrating, blah, blah, like it's a trip. Here's how my grandmother looked at one point.
Woo!
And this is how my grandmother always looked in her head till the day she died. Okay.
Okay.
At 102 years old.
Madame Walkie Talkie.
That's right. Walkie talkie Guzman. Okay. All right. So yeah, she was very much like that, but I'm not. I'm 60. I turned 60 years old, and I'm just letting the white frosting grow on the hill, see how I feel about that. It may be black by next week, who knows? But I'm doing it.
Yay, 60.
Yes, never thought I would make it, forget never would have made it. No, I never thought that this was going to happen. So what's up, Hollow Edits and Future Duo G and anybody else watching us? If you want your comments to be posted on this here screen that you're looking at, then please join us on YouTube, WJBR Internet Radio. So like I was saying, I've been fortunate enough to have some really, really amazing birthday wishes throughout the years. One year we even did a whole birthday party on this thing, and we were co-hosted by Robin S, the lovely Robin S, and that was a bunch of fun. Here's our mutual friend who popped up, whose birthday is actually coming up the same day as Cheryl's birthday.
Hey, JaVonne, it's Melissa Morgan, and it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you, girl. I wish I could be there in person, but with this COVID and this lockdown and all of us just following the safety measures, it's not possible. But I just want to wish you a happy birthday. I'm going to see you soon, and I'm going to be in the basement with JaVonne and Terez very soon. And until then, just enjoy your day. God bless. And I wish you nothing but love, love, love. Have a good time, girl. All right. Happy birthday to you. Bye.
sweet?
Melissa.
Melissa.
Yes.
And I think this is a happy birthday.
What do I say? What do I say? What do I say? To an incredibly smart, funny, loving, good-hearted, stubborn, creepy individual. But it's a lovely day. A lovely day, 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 lovely day. Happy birthday, JaVonne. I love you very much. I really hope that all day, earlier, and the rest of the week, on your special day and your special week, because it's your birthday month, so you get to rock out all month. But it is a pleasure to call you sister. It is a blessing to call you friend, and I love you, and I wish many, many more birthdays for you. Good health, mentally, physically, spiritually. You deserve everything your heart desires. I love you much. Mwah. Happy birthday to you. A lovely day. Mwah. Bye.
That was so fun.
That's one of my favorite feel good songs, incidentally.
A lovely day.
Yes. Has always been, even when I think when I was younger, my mother had this I want to say convertible Chevy. I think it was a Chevy. Anyway, it was black and white. And it only had AM radio, and that song used to come on the radio.
Yes.
And it was just it just made you feel good on the parkway, just Bill Withers, loved it. Still do. Still brings back nostalgia.
It's a great song. They don't do songs today like they did in the 70s. I don't feel like. I mean,
no. Well, first of all, not a lot of them are, and shout out to the neo soul, because they are. Live instrumentation is a rarity,
Right. Although there is one song that I feel gives me a good feeling.
What's that?
Whenever I hear it, it's John Legend's Best You Ever Had.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the message, whatever. I don't know. I'll be the best you ever had. That's a nice promise. I don't know.
But there are some amazing bodies of work out here right now that are bringing up the tradition of R&B and soul. Even some that have been nominated for Grammys. Mm-hmm. So I'm always grateful to see that. I always keep an eye on a few of my. I have like maybe I ain't gonna tell them who they are, but I have like 10 faves that I always keep an eye on how they're doing, and and support their music in front and behind the scenes. But shout out to Avery Sunshine.
Oh my God, yes.
That body of work, and and Cy Smith for that body of work.
Oh my God.
Selena Johnson for that body of work.
Yeah.
Just Coffee Brown for that body of work.
Yes.
So we're still hitting it. When I say body of work, for those of you who may not understand, we are in what's deemed a singles market. So it is a lot of artists, what they do in lieu of or in anticipation of their projects, they'll release singles. And then there are some artists that really will have the singles connected to a body of work, and some artists that when they're working on their body of work, it's not ready to be, birthed yet, but maybe one or two singles off the project could go, and that's how they do it. So there's a lot of different strategies involved in giving you the quality of music that you want, and that, feel good. Right now, I'm only soliciting feel good music.
Yeah,
that's it. Can't do it.
Tis the season to be jolly, because of all the people on God's green earth, to not be watching the news, political news, it's shocking even to me that I'm not watching it, but I can't. I've had my fill, and that's why I'm bringing Gigi in today, hopefully to fill us in if she's even still watching, just to fill us in on what else is going on in the world, because it's important to know,
Mm-hmm.
but it my soul is just consumed and it's overwrought. But I got two more birthday videos I want to show real quick.
Let's go.
Two of my favorites, and this one actually I had to piece together pictures because this young man sang to me before we were video podcasting, and maybe we need to do something to get, because this was actually 10 years ago when I turned 50.
Wow.
So we got to get him back on so he can do this for us live or something. I'm getting ready to turn 50 this week.
Oh, good.
And
God bless you, and happy birthday.
thank you. Thank you very much. You wouldn't want to sing happy birthday to me and make me faint, would you?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear JaVonne. Happy birthday to you.
Yes. What?
Let me tell you,
Oh,
I was mad at Peebo when he came on the show that day. I was mad at him.
nobody gets mad at people, Bryson. Nobody.
I will say you could get mad at Peebo, but you cannot stay mad at Peebo.
Oh no, I don't ever do.
Peebo was supposed to be on the show on this particular day. I was so excited. I had spoken to his people, and his people promised, and blah blah blah. Peebo did not show up on the show when he was supposed to show up. Peebo called me on my phone 5 minutes after the show was over.
Oh,
I was livid because I did all this promo, and when I think he might have been one, he was one of two people. I'll tell you privately who the other artist was.
I
Who
think I
didn't
know.
show up.
I
Yeah, I
think
think so. Yeah, because you were like, "Oh, my boy." I was like,
I
"No,
think I know.
no, I'm over it now." But then I was still, because you just don't do that. Um, you just don't do that to me. Stand me up and make me look like a fool because I done told everybody Peebo Bryson is coming. So he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm in Japan and I just got here, and um, I didn't realize the time difference." And I was like, "Yeah, I understand." And he said, "Look, tell me when you want me to come on, and I'll come anytime you want. I'm gonna be busy. Well, don't tell me anytime I want. And you gonna be busy." I said, "Look, I do."
Now.
I, Girl, I was peppered. I was so mad. Like he was my man and stood me up. I was like, "Well, I do a gospel show on Sunday, so if you want to call in." And he said, "I will call in tomorrow because I think we were doing the show on Saturday." He said, "I'll call in to your gospel show on Sunday." I said, "Okay, fine." I didn't do no promo for the gospel show. I didn't tell people he was coming on because I didn't trust him. You
Oh,
said you coming, you ain't come.
oh, oh, JaVonne.
I ain't tell nobody he was coming.
That's so scorpion.
Was it? Yeah, but you
Yes.
ain't fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm not being ashamed. So anyway,
Oh,
so he came on the gospel show, Sunday Evening Shout,
see.
and we were talking, and people were calling it. They didn't know who he was. That was the funny shit because I was mad and I refused to to I think when he first came in, I was like, ladies and gentlemen, Peebo Bryson. Now, if you recall, I used to do these big, elaborate introductions of my guests, and I was like, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Peebo Bryson. Yes, so how are you, sir? And blah, blah, blah. I didn't talk about, all of the Grammys and all of the wonderful music. I was being such a little whatever because I was mad because the show. Anyway, so then I said, well, I'm gonna turn 50 next week. So if you want to sing to me, when after he did that, after that, what you just heard, the drawers fell off the dresser.
You know what?
And I asked people, I said, so what would you like for my birthday?
See.
See, because whatever you want, whatever you need, I'm your baby tonight.
You know what? You know what?
Here's the last one, and I have to thank you and your wife for this one.
Oh, I know which one this is.
Yeah. Wait. I just had it. I just had a Peebo flashback. So please forgive me. Here we go.
Birthday, JaVonne. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, JaVonne. Or JaVonne as I like to call you. Happy birthday to you. Hey sis, I just wanted to let you know that I love you to life, and I hope you have an amazing, blessed, brilliant, light-filled, and love-filled year ahead. Mwah. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I love you.
She had Chaka Khan say happy birthday to me. Thank you, Rez. That is the gift that keeps on giving. Mm-hmm.
That was such a strategy. It was like playing football. We're literally running in between stuff to try to get this done. We had to bring it home, and she absolutely did.
You know what? And then so I was sitting up front at that concert.
Mm-hmm. You were.
And she comes out and she says, as she's saying whatever during the show, and she says, I hear it's somebody's birthday. If it's your birthday, stand up. And I was like, and didn't she say, you're lying, sit down. She sang to this guy on the stage, her guitarist or whatever. And I was like, okay, I get it. She didn't want people to know, like, enough is enough. And I didn't know. She sent me the private message behind the scenes. I didn't know that yet, but I knew she had something in store for me personally. I just didn't know what it was in that moment. But I was like, okay, girl, me and you later. It's gonna be something. But because Chaka Khan is not very, like, she's not out there with our shit. And I get her. I get it. She be leaving.
Yeah.
Look at Pop. I'm just here for
the whore. Oh gosh. Oh
yes, Sexy 60. Go me. So yeah, feel good music. And hashtag 60-year-old JaVonne. I never thought of what I would be like, or what life would be like, or what I wanted at 60. I never thought about 60 because I really didn't think that was something that was going to happen. I never thought I was going to be 60.
What does that mean?
I didn't think I was going to make it.
So you literally didn't think you'd make it to, like, is that an actual active thought? Like 60, I'm not going to make it. I mean, is that an actual thought, or you just couldn't imagine what it would be like to be 60?
I think when I was very young, I thought I would die by 40. When I turned 40, I just was like, okay, I'll take it a day at a time. Although those I want to say soothsayers, but fortune tellers or whatever, They always tell me I'm going to live until they all consistently throughout my life since I was a kid getting my little palm read. They always said I'm going to live until through my 80s.
Mm, okay.
I just hope Social Security is around and I ain't going to have to work until I'm 80. Damn.
Ooh, honey, yeah, that part, that old part.
You know? And with
Mm.
that, let's bring on Gigi.
Poor Gigi. Like,
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday, ladies. My voice is trying to come back. I'm still a
I
little
hear it. I hear
raspy
it.
there. It's in and out. How
hey,
are you? Happy
pretty good.
birthday again, JaVonne.
Thank you.
Love you. And yes, 60 looks good on you.
Sure do.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank
Hello, Terez.
And Gigi,
How are
make it,
you? How was your
Gigi,
week?
make it make sense.
Oh my gosh, none of this makes sense. Absolutely none of it. Oh my goodness. Hi, Pop. What's up? How are you this week? I hope we're doing a lot more smiling. You know, we have to, in spite of what's going on. We talked about joy. We need to hold on to that um, because this place is crazy. You
You
know,
know what? Speaking of Joy, Gigi, I've been seeing little things about Joy Reid, like that MSNBC did something to Joy Reid or something like that. I don't know, because I haven't been watching. So,
mm-mm.
and I did tune in once, and somebody else was hosting her show, The Readout. Have you heard anything about that? No.
Just like you, the only thing I know that happened on MSNBC, and because of what Mika and Joe Scarborough did by going over there and kissing the ring.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's crazy.
I totally logged off of them. They were under my faves for news. When I got up in the morning, TV came on. It was on MSNBC, so I could see what the heck was going on. And I felt literally disgusted by what they did. Literally
Wow,
disgusted.
wow.
I couldn't even in my mind fathom how you go from 9 years of talking about this man and all of the crazy stuff he's been doing and what to look out for and all the wrongs he's going to do in the future to saying one morning, and I watched it from my bathroom and I was like, wait, what am I hearing? And I walked back in and I said, yes, we went over to meet with him and we felt the best thing to do is to sit down and have a conversation. And I just, in my mind, thought, so you sat down with the devil and thought that was a good thing and that everybody was going to be in agreement with this. I'm not in agreement. And I think a lot of other people were not. And so their ratings have definitely dropped since then.
So they had a conversation with okay, and then what? Was it just the fact that they had a conversation, or did they say, "Oh, we had a conversation and he's really a good guy. He's really so smart and he's, the things he's going to take away from us, we really never needed anyway." Was that it?
They never truly went from what I listened to. Maybe other people heard something after because I totally just dismantled, removed myself from it. They kind of got on there and was talking like everybody else in circles. I believe that because of the threats, they felt they needed to go there to try to smooth things out with him and his cabinet. Because he had said anybody that speaks against him, they will be retribution against and that they will be coming after them, throwing them in jail. So I think they went over there to kiss the ring and smooth things out for them. To each
And
his
what
own.
and what would be the basis of this? Let's say this visit to jail. I'm curious.
um
He's suddenly so before he even gets in the seat, um, he's already threatening our rights.
yes,
He's been
yes,
doing that. He's been
yes,
doing that the whole time, though. That has been what he was running on. Like,
yes,
I'm running on anybody that speaks against me, I'm throwing them in jail. If you're brown, you're going to jail. If you're a woman, you're going to breed. If you're old and you're on Social Security, you better be able to go back to work because you ain't going to get no money. This is what he
yes,
ran on.
yes. So his focus is for all of those that come against him, spoke against him. The retribution will be that his Justice Department will throw you in jail. Because that's what they do over there in Russia, right? You're not allowed to speak anything against Putin. So he feels he is the same, wants to be the same, a dictator. Um, I got a chuckle off of Jimmy Kimmel's version of that. I don't know if y'all saw how he played off of that right after the election. He did a skit with, Guillermo, his right hand in there, and he's in there packing stuff, and Guillermo comes in, "What are you doing?" He's like, he won, right? He's like, "I gotta go because he's coming for me." It was very funny. But Guillermo tell him, "Oh, you're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it." And he talks him off the ledge, and he's like, "Yeah, you're right, Guillermo. I'm gonna calm down. We still got time." And then all of a sudden, you see Guillermo put on his Mexico hat, and he goes, "Well, where are you going?" He said, "Oh, I'm going home. Bye." so, so it was very cute. But yes, that is, I guess, but I appreciate that people that have stayed on their tangent, their truth, and are not budging from that, regardless of the threats that they have gotten from him and his people, his minions, his sycophants, that they're going to continue to, you know, speak their truth and do what they need to do. And
Mm.
I feel as if our news media has truly, yeah, ratings are in the tank. See that our news media at this point, the ones that we thought were still there working for us to give us what we need, they're gone. Right
Mm.
at this point, anything that we can get is going to be off of social media. People like you, JaVonne and Terez, people like um uh Baez is a Puerto Rican guy on YouTube, Instagram that I love. He speaks. Those all of those people that are out there in the social media world are the where we're going to be able to get this information, and they're still standing on what they believe. But let me tell you something. The news now, I'm done.
But you
I'm
know
done.
what? We're just as vulnerable as them,
Yes.
and even more so.
Yes, we but I believe like
People
when
who
we spoke.
That's why people left X, because they track you.
Well, on X, he has a control to, you know, act like you have your amendment of speaking, your God given, your American right to speak. But we already know on X, he was actually cutting people out. He was sanctioning them, cutting them out, removing them from X. So a
Mhm,
lot of people were removed and or left on their own because of that.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah, freedom
But
of speech is going to be a thing of the past, and this
Yes,
is, the right to peaceful protest is also going to be a thing of the past because he is threatening to turn the military on any protesters, like he
correct.
tried to do when he wanted to go take a picture in front of that church that he never entered.
Right,
He wanted to turn the military on those people. Now, the difference between now and then is that the military leaders refused that order and said, "No, sir,
right.
we cannot do that. That's against the law."
Right. He wanted to shoot them. He said, "You mean we can't shoot them in the legs?" Yeah.
Right. We
Yeah.
can shoot
He
them in the
did.
knees. We can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
now he's putting his minions in charge of the military.
Mm-hmm.
And so to disobey your commanding officer's orders is punishable, and
Treason. Treason.
it's just a big
Mm-hmm.
mess that he's trying to set up. And I do have hope,
Mm,
a little bit of hope, and that is because Matt Gates stepped down, and I know
Mm.
he wanted that position. I know he wanted that position, but there was enough opposition to him. Now, the reason why is just a little bit of hope is because he pissed off a lot of Republicans. So, they didn't like him. So anybody else, the lady that he's talking about now, she took bribes from him
Mm-hmm.
illegally took bribes from him not to go after his university, and now he's putting her in charge of the DOJ. So somebody else to do his bidding. Like, but
Mm-hmm.
somebody get who would not be able to work at McDonald's because of a background check, you know?
Listen,
I have another thought about Gets. I feel like there was more that was coming out, something else. Like when they came out with that second person, I think that shocked him. And I believe that there was something else very hidden deeper than that he wanted to keep in the closet. And that's why he chose to step down. I think if they would have kept digging, he was all right with the first one because remember it was out there. But when that second one surfaced, it was like, whoa, they're really digging, they really looking, and I think there's more. I don't believe that that's going to be anything that's going to stop him from having say in Trump's cabinet. I
Right.
don't.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to, he's creating positions, creating, look, Doji is something he just made up. It's going to be something else he'll make up to put him in. That'll give him some power. So he wanted him there. He's going to be there.
I think I think it is a when you break down, take all his antics aside, this man is really not well, right? He's just
Yep.
he's not well, and what he requires to be okay is a continuous supply of people to feed off of and make fearful, and you have to get your stuff off. So the narcissist personality needs supply.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if we just simply stop reporting on it, like whatever he does, no need to have a press conference because you're flying by the seat of your ass anyway. You know what?
Anyway.
Just don't show up. Like because you're not, because obviously he has shown over and over again. Anybody that shows up for a press conference with this guy is, to me, needs to have their head examined because they're not getting what they need. Quite frankly, they're not getting what they need, and they're just giving him a platform to be more of what he is, and that's what he requires internally. If people simply were not interested, like, okay, I'm going to announce X, Y, and Z, and you go to a room and there is not a soul in the house, okay, because he needs flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be enough for him to sit in front of a camera and just be, just go on and on and on. He needs flesh. He needs something to feed off of. He needs reaction. Just simply stop writing about it. Stop talking about it. Stop showing up for it. That I think, like that's basically a boycott of all press where that is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
I think that may make a difference, and I'm not saying that it will change anything. What I'm saying is that it may spare the rest of us some re-traumatization, and also, cut a supply off for a minute, because nobody's featuring.
Look, when he started getting off the planes and nobody was there, he was still coming out doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming out of buildings, waving.
Nobody there.
Let him continue, because he'll hire his own little, he'll hire his own little crew to follow him around and appear as if. Let him do that. What? Because I mean, like, what are we doing but chasing the proverbial anxiety ball at this point? And it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. Bondi seems easily positioned to pick up the mantle on Trump's goal of overhauling the Justice Department and his pledge for retribution against political opponents. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
he's hiring his minions because he ain't gonna be in there the full four. That it's not set up for him. It's not set up for him.
Yeah. The scary thing is the second guy, the little creepy. Mo says I'm creepy. That dude is creepy.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not even gonna speak no power for him either. They're all creepy. I'm not gonna speak no powerful nothing. They're creepy, scared little men. Period. Little W men, and that we're used to. We should be used to them because they've been in power for a very long time, and it is what it is. As far as Joy Reid is concerned, I'm looking here and it says they canceled the report. So, and she
Canceled her
told,
show.
yeah, NBC's report canceled culture. Yep.
Wow.
That's what I'm looking at. Which is good. Which is actually good. It's actually good, because I watched what Don Lemon did and what he's doing, and I think he's more relaxed now. He's more suited to say what he wants. The only thing that I get concerned about with anybody that is leaving a major platform like CNN or MSNBC is that all of these platforms we have are supported by anybody that other than us, and that includes our Google accounts, anything free that they gave us, Gmail, and all that stuff is subjected to be scrutinized. Every platform that we even have our pages on, or like I know that him and Zuckerberg aren't good fellows, but who knows what'll happen? They're going after Google right now too. So they're attacking all of the ways that we communicate, and this is what paranoid features do.
And
Though.
the way we get money. I mean,
Yeah.
the way we get money and the way we get information.
Yeah. Like Google has to what's the word? They say that Google's has long story short, that Google has a monopoly on things, Google Chrome, and they're giving them an opportunity to surrender Google Chrome to the DOJ, yeah, because they've run a monopoly on it, and and they don't, they want it shut down. So I'm like, okay, see, here we go.
So that they can see what we've been searching.
Well, yeah, what we've been searching, and but think of it this way: we are fortunate enough to have been born way before social media and Google and all of this existed. So if you could think, and this has been a minute now, but if you could think what we did, like we mailed things, we picked up the phone and called, things that we were used to doing that worked for us until we got this new way of being. For those who only know email and social media, it may be a little different for you. But for those of us that were on the cusp of and watch that transition and come into play, we know that line of communication and how to get stuff out. Like the mailboxes are still outside, like seriously, the phones still work, although I wouldn't use them, but they work, and I just think that we need to kind of keep that mentality, because everything else, I promise you, Gmail included, is going to be scrutinized from what they are trying to set up. And this is the long game, remember? Because when this first happened, I used to say, wow, they're just giving us a free. No.
Yeah.
They're just giving us a free account. We don't have to pay no money for it. Oh, but what are we paying? Ultimately.
Correct.
What are we paying,
So as we are closing out this year, JaVonne's 60. This is actually our 60th anniversary of civil rights, right? When it was signed into law by Lyndon Johnson at the time. There are a lot of things that are up for scrutiny with the dismantling of DEI. So, and I was, we said that I was going to start from the beginning, and we went through the forward. And I wanted to go through, because last night I went on to something on YouTube I was watching, and they were actually showing live what was going on in Congress regarding them putting in all of these orders to dismantle the DEI programs. People are believing that this is just something as simple as, okay, well, have something to do with Black people, because that's what the Republicans keep making this about, just that, right? Yes, it does represent us as African Americans, but it's all nationalities. It's sexism. It has to do with ageism. It has to do with so many other things, right? And as we continue to dig deeper into what is really encompassed under that umbrella, I think people are really going to have moments of the leopard has eaten their face, because they thinking that, oh, well, the way the Republicans are coming off as it, when I was listening to it last night, oh my God, so many moments I had to just fast forward. Y'all just don't understand listening to these people and their woe is them syndrome. Like they literally believe they are the victims. This reverse discrimination, that they are the ones who have been ostracized and ridiculed and things have been taken away from them. This is these people sitting in Congress, in these seats, talking this bullshit. I'm sorry, but it pissed me off too. I kept on having to, I couldn't listen. I just could not listen. But it's scary because this includes people that are of age, right? This includes military. It includes our own military, those that are veterans. But they turned around and they voted for this man, not truly understanding the ramifications of their vote and how it is going to affect them. So I just want to go into a little bit about their so-called dismantling of DEI. The next conservative president must make the institutions of American civil society hard targets for woke culture warriors. So they call woke culture warriors. This starts with deleting the terms sexual orientation and gender identity, diversity, equity, and inclusion, gender equality, gender equity, gender awareness, gender sensitivity, AD, reproductive health, reproductive rights, and any other term used to deprive Americans of their First Amendment right out of every federal rule, agency, regulation, contract, grant, and piece of legislation that exists. That is all in one paragraph. They have literally taken time to write words to paper that are clear to their agenda, clear to what they want and what they plan to do. The fact that Russ Voigt, right? Let's go to Russ Voigt, who has now been, who we know is the co-author of Project 2025. So let me go to him in here. He has now been added to the cabinet. Mr. He don't have nothing to do with Project 2025. But Russ Voigt is, I just don't understand the people and their naivety in believing. Russ Voigt is founder and president of Center for Renewing America. He is a longtime conservative leader on Capitol Hill, served in President Trump's cabinet as director of the Office of Management and Budget. He oversaw the implementation of the president's budget, key policies on deregulation, landmark effort to eliminate critical race theory, and other radical ideologies in executive agencies. He is being placed on Capitol Hill under the policy director for House Republican Conference, executive director of the Republican Study Committee, and legislative assistant to former U.S. Senator. He has been placed again in the cabinet under Trump. He is right here in the first pages of Project 2025. He is part of removing DEI and what it will do to us as Americans in this country. DEI has no claim to the First Amendment protection. Its purveyors are child predators and misogynistic exploiters of women. It the way that they take wording and make the things that they are consistently showing us who they are and how they deflect that and put it on what you would say liberals and or Democrats. Their product is as addictive as an illicit drug and as psychologically destructive as any crime. Pornography should be outlawed. The people who produce and distribute it should be imprisoned. Educators and public librarians
What
who
about hold on? What about people that cheat on their wives with people who are stars of pornography. I'm just saying. What about
Oh,
people
I
that
don't.
marry?
I don't know.
You're muted, Rez. But what about people who marry people who have been featured in pornographic
They
magazines?
don't. Well, that's only
JaVonne.
if they're liberals and Democrats. They don't pertain to them.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Remember the mirror. Remember the
Right.
mirror now.
Okay. Carry on.
um, the people who produce and distribute it should be imprisoned. So we're talking, sex stores, right? So those people, educators and public librarians who purvey it should be classed as registered sex offenders. So your librarian who has a book that someone brings up that they go to take out should now be imprisoned and registered and set as registered sex offenders. And telecommunications and technology firms that facilitated spread should be shut down.
I
In
can't
our
wait
schools.
till they get breached. I cannot wait because this is all sauce for the goose, based
Oh,
on what I know
yes.
for sure.
And they're all okay.
They're all part, right? Uh-huh. In our schools, the questions of parental authority over their children's education is a simple one. Schools serve parents, not the other way around.
What does that even
Uh,
mean?
that the parents should make whatever decisions they want when
Then
it comes
take
to
your
their
kids home and
kids.
homeschool them. Then
Yeah, yeah. I mean, how
just
are
take
you?
your kids home. That's it.
I mean, the most
Yes.
you can make decisions for is for your child, and if you don't like what he's learning, take him somewhere else. Although I don't like this voucher thing that they're doing, but please continue, Gigi.
President's agenda must go further than the traditional narrow definition of family issues. Every threat to family stability must be confronted. This resolve should color each of our policies. Big tech. The worst of these companies prey on children, like drug dealers, to get them addicted to their mobile apps. I'm sorry, I'm just like, are you gotta be kidding me
Wait,
here?
wait. Drug dealers. Say that part again, Gigi.
So they stated, let me reread this.
For today.
Big tech
Wait, before
is
you
the
do,
worst of these
before you do,
companies.
background Betty. The least you could do is
He-
say hello.
oh, I'm so out of pocket, Jay. Jay,
I love you, but you've
I,
been on the show all day
hold
anyway.
on.
Because
I love you. Happy birthday month. Hi, who's that?
that's
It's,
I can't see.
It's
she
Gigi.
don't have her
Hi,
glasses
Gigi.
on.
First of all,
Hi,
uh,
Monifa.
no. But wait
hi,
a minute.
sweetheart.
I don't
Hey,
play.
honey.
I played 2 years of you singing "Happy Birthday" to me,
Yes,
and I need
Cause I forgot. Cause I forgot
yeah,
this
because
year.
I don't have one this year. So
And it's the 6
I,
also because great things come to those who wait. Like
oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Downstairs and
Thank
show me
you,
this
this.
hand painted Audrey Lorde
That
jacket
is
you got that
nice.
I'm so stealing.
yo,
It's,
Who did that?
yo,
Who
there's
did
a
that?
spot.
it's,
Yo, you got
it's
it's a
denim. It's like
wearable
somebody
art.
put together. It's wearable art, and
So it's like different tops of jeans, right? It's a
hmm
jacket. Hold on.
but
Well,
I'm
look at
so
this.
stealing this.
Look at this.
That is nice. Wow.
And it has a quote.
Beautiful.
If I didn't define myself for myself, I would be crumbled
Yeah.
into I'm saying into other people's fantasies for me and
Yes.
eaten alive. Orgy Lord.
Yes. Yes.
I'm so stealing
Fantastic.
that. It
That
looks
is dope.
it looks a tad
Beautiful.
too big for you, short
No,
short
that's the cut.
stacks.
That's the cut.
She's like, it's too small for you.
Too big for you.
Let's
Short stacks.
let's
Too big for you. I
get
can take
the
it.
name of the creator, the artist, the whoever they are.
It's Swedish siblings.
Swedish.
It's two siblings, two Swedish siblings that make those clothes.
Swedish.
It's wearable art. It's in the Port Authority.
Swedish as
Oh,
in
okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
But hey.
Well, you know, a lot of Swedes rock with
I'll coach. Yeah, clearly.
Because
Yep.
because my thing is this, and we're gonna get back to what you're talking about, Gigi. What we need to do is really full throttle, foot to the metal to the pedal, support our own each other and those who support us. Period, and that's it.
Yeah,
You know,
that's a fact.
we
That's what's gonna get us through these next 4.
that's it. That's it. We have to really get focused on that.
Yeah. Well,
And
I do. I definitely do my part. We over here in
yeah,
the
Yes, y'all
excellent this
do.
house. This hacienda. So stolen. I don't even know how she brings stuff like that in the house and doesn't bring 2. What? Because she always loses. Anyway, Gigi.
Sorry, Gigi. It's okay.
That
The
brilliant
jacket is beautiful.
display. Thank you.
all right, G. Let's get back to it.
All right, so you asked me, you wanted me to reread that part, right? So it said big tech is the worst of these companies. They prey on children like drug dealers to get them addicted to their mobile apps.
Okay.
But isn't X an app?
Hello.
One of the
Isn't
biggest mobile apps.
right? And I think they're referring to TikTok, right?
TikTok,
Because
Facebook, anything
Facebook,
that is not
anything
in bed with them.
with
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
right?
'Cause they're hammering Zuck. They're hammering him right
Oh
now.
yeah.
Mhm.
And so let me go down a little further. Many Silicon Valley executives famously don't let their own kids have smartphones. They nevertheless make billions of dollars addicting other people's children to theirs. Oh, number one on the list. Look at there. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and other social media platforms are specifically designed to create the digital dependencies that fuel mental illness and anxiety to fray children's bonds with their parents and siblings. Let me tell you something. This book, every time I start reading something, I be just want to throw it because it's so full of shit. I can't.
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They can't help
For
I
those
just
of you
moved.
who don't realize it, Gigi is reading directly from Project 2025. This is what some of y'all motherfuckers voted for. Let's go.
Ooh. But the Dobbs decision is just the beginning. Protect the unborn in every jurisdiction in America. The president shall work with Congress to enact the most robust protections for the unborn, protect innocent life, and vigorously complying with statutory bans on the federal funding of AB. Now, didn't they say there'll be no federal? We're never going to do that. There'll not be no national ban. But again, what did I just say? The person who is very much in line with this book has just been added to the cabinet. Boyd. Okay. So y'all can keep thinking that he has nothing to do with this if you want to. I'm
running. They're the laughing stocks of the free world. That ain't so free.
yes, this book and all the words in it are scary to say the least because it's a nightmare of what is truly can happen, right? So there is a podcaster by the name of, I mean, because I would like more people to listen to this. It's through it's called Trump's Project 2025 Up Close and Personal. And it gives a fiction breakdown. So we're saying if you listen to Audible books, you get on here and it breaks down a lot of the chapters in fiction. So it's as if this was prior to Trump winning. This was if he wins. Now we know he has. This is what can happen. So in one of the chapters, they talk about the dismantling of, or no, the mass deportation. Let's give that as an example. And you have this young boy with his family and at the kitchen table and things, and then he's out and he goes out with some friends and they're there during the some protesters, and he gets arrested, and because they find out that he had been undocumented, though he is not now, and his family was born here, he's being sent back to Greece, somewhere he had never been since he was a year old.
Hmm.
So this book, this podcast, this Audible, really makes it real. You hearing the yelling, the screaming, the kids, and all of the things that can happen in real life to us. There's a story in there about two best friends and him telling his friend, hey, this is what happened, but he didn't want to believe him and he voted for Trump anyway. And now his son is going to be sent to one of the mines, and he's a teenager because now they've gotten rid of all of the people that are normally in the mine. So who are they going to use? But our children, right? And they got to be, they're either rich and make it in football, or you're going to end up in the mines. And his son wasn't good enough, even though he was a great football player, but his son just didn't have it. His son ended up having to take the last position, because otherwise, then what's going to happen to that child? These are real things that can happen. So I implore you to go out and look for this podcast, get real live audible listening. And then they break down the chapters of in Project 2025 of where you can find that fiction story in the real book, so that it links together for you.
That's some good stuff, Gigi.
Yeah.
I
I
like
just want to
when you
say,
insert.
I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I like when you insert your emotion. That really brings it
Oh,
home.
look, JaVonne knows me. I didn't used to curse. Just like I didn't used to have a gun. I'm sorry, a pew pew. I'm sorry. But when that man came down that escalator and we went into C-19, and I know what I have been reading and seeing to come a long time before it got here, things shifted and changed for me. So now I have a really bad potty mouth, but I'm trying to do better.
That is better.
I'm trying to do better. Um, and yes, I gotta get out in the range more. So just saying, also, please, we have a Second Amendment right. It is just not for them, it is for us too. More of us as Black women have been utilizing that Second Amendment right, you know, and we need to protect our families.
Agreed.
That's it.
All of the above.
Much. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. So next week we'll keep digging into more on the beginning chapters of this book and how it fits into what's happening on a weekly basis. So tune in.
Sounds good, Gigi. Thank you so much. Thank you
You're
so
welcome. Thank you, JaVonne. Thank you, Terez, for what y'all do. Thank you again. Thank you, Pop, for always inviting me in. And everybody, be safe out there and keep joy.
right
Yeah.
back at you, baby. Chat with you soon.
Happy
Thank
birthday!
you.
Woo.
Gigi.
Gotta love her. She's
Gotta
getting more zesty and zesty as the days go by. This is gonna happen. I'm waiting for Gigi to just toss her arm back and throw that book and hit the wall and then go get it and come back to it.
because sometimes it be that like that. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Sandra. Good afternoon. I'm sitting here listening to the podcast with a few friends of mine. They've never heard of In the Basement with JaVonne and Terez. They love it and we'll be listening now. Thank you so much, Sandra. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. And
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you always, darling.
Hello, friends. Hello, friends to the show. Welcome.
All we ever want is new friends, more friends, and we need to build community. AOC from my hometown, the Boogie Down Bronx, has been on TikTok really saying that, she doesn't, people are asking her, what should we be doing? What should we be doing? And she said the best thing that we can do is build community.
Right. Now is not the time to be out there on your own accord. You need to build alliances, community, folks that can bring supply like-minded or can, hold each other down and accountable.
Exactly. So I'm glad you're there with your friends and sitting there and you have that community and expand it, expound it, whatever. Make it grow.
Make it grow.
For those of you who go to church, go to church. For those of you who go to mosque, go to mosque. You go to temple, go to temple. Whatever it is that you do, whatever community. If you are in a knitting group, make that knitting group grow. I don't care what it is that you do. I don't care what it is. You in a band, add some more instruments. Fuck that. But make it bigger. Make it bigger and go out and recruit and just not recruit to do anything except support and love on one another.
Right.
And let me tell you, honestly, that is one of the most difficult things in the world for me. There's a reason this show is called In the Basement, is because I stay in the basement. That's it. In the basement by myself for the most part, all the time. I work and then I come home and I'm in the basement. And I understand now that the assignment for me is to invite people in and for me to go out. That is such a task for me. It is so hard. Rez, you look and you're like,
I know.
But I'm not really a social butterfly. When I get out, though, I could be the loudest person in the fucking crowd. Like,
Danny Ontario.
What'd she say? What you?
She said, and she's Danny Ontario when she gets out.
When she gets out.
You have no clue.
See?
And it's true, I could be really shy and then put me in front of people or put a microphone in front of my face. You're bad.
But it's important. It's important that we find our bliss, find our joy, because and don't sweat the small stuff. I was saying this. I had a great conversation with a friend of mine just yesterday, and was saying to her, "Listen, pick and choose your asshole moments." Because because there's so many other things that are going to be so grandiose. And if this thing is not the deal breaker, pick and choose your asshole moments. Like, because you need to find as much joy as possible, uninterrupted joy. That's it. I don't care what it is. If you go to a movie and you like the movie, like, share the movie with a friend. If you see a show on television. So what she do, she called me back and she said, "You know what? You need to watch this show because the lead character is easy on the eye and yada, 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 yada." I was like, okay. And I started watching the episodes. She's right.
What show is that?
It is called, oh boy, me and titles. Babe.
Yes.
Your man's enough is a lead character in the show.
Who?
Anon.
Oh,
What's the name of it? Not Chase.
Snowfall.
No, not Snowfall.
What?
Not Snowfall.
Anon. Wait, who? What? Who?
Not Snowfall.
Who's Anon?
Your boy.
All right, that's okay. You'll get it. You'll get it. We'll figure it out. Easy on the eyes. Sounds like something I could watch.
Watch with a C. The show is called Alex Cross. There you go. Thank you.
I don't watch that show.
Alex Cross is good.
Well, I haven't watched it. I mean,
Cross. Thank you, Pop. See? Cross. Yes.
Alex Cross. Oh yes, I love that. I haven't watched the show, but I love that character.
Your boy.
Oh my God. Ask Pop.
Pop, who's the lead in the show? Who stars? If anybody knows, Pop knows.
I'm gonna No, it's just Cross. It's just Cross.
It's just Cross.
Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure if it's a spinoff. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It just came out.
Yeah, Aldis.
Oh, Alan Hodge.
Hodges.
Not Anon. Aldous Hodge.
I know. I said Anon. I know.
That is my boyfriend. He's very nice.
She said,
His brother.
Yeah,
That's
he's
my
got a brother. Yeah, he's got a
That's
brother
also an actor.
that's also an actor. Yes.
They're both dope.
Yeah. He's killing it too.
Is he? That's
Yes.
I was looking for that. I was like, what
Cross.
show is
Yeah. Cross.
what's the channel?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay, so you guys gotta get Aldous on. I'm gonna make that happen.
You gonna make that
I'm
happen?
gonna interview him. Ha!
all right. All right, Mo, make it happen. You let
Yes.
me know when.
Background Betty. Yeah.
Background Betty. That's why we love you, baby. Because you are who you are.
Unapologetically.
Unapologetically. But what's there to apologize for? I mean, you know.
Apologetic Betty.
Unapologetic Betty.
As she cracks, she's standing in the middle of the floor with her head back, cracking herself up.
Yo, she tickling her own funny bone. Is that what she doing?
Yes. You know what's so funny? One of the things that that I enjoy the most about her from the very, very beginning. She is one person that you can wake up and she wakes up smiling or giggling already. I think she has this thing.
Kimmy got it too.
I think she has this thing where she doesn't like to be caught sleeping. because like if you go like babe, she'll go, huh? Yeah, huh? Like she's been up, and initially I thought, what is she doing? What is she up to? But then it became like, like she'd be dead in her REM. Stop it, Brave. I see you. Then she'd be dead in her REM sleep and she'd smile waking up. I think that is the cutest thing ever. That is one of my favorite things about my wife. She wakes up smiling. Now, that's nothing to do with mood, just her natural facial expression. She wakes up with a smile. She does. Has nothing to do with the mood. She can wake up smiling and curse you out.
See, that's that Aquarius shit, And then they say they're not weird, but it's not weird. It's just different than the rest of us. Because most of us don't wake up with a big happy grin.
But it's like the proverbial 2-year-old. Like
that's cute.
Yeah. Oh, she said it's transferable. She said Kemi was like that as well. Her daughter.
She woke up smiling like
that's cute.
And we have the beautiful godchild, two of them, but one of them in particular, the little hamster, his name is Cairo, and he has that proverbial smile that always looks like he's up to something. He's a con artist. Oh, okay. He's a sweetie pie, but he's a con artist already at 9 months.
That's what's up. As he should be.
With baby playpens and Huggies, diapers.
Well, again, we were talking about things that bring you joy. So, okay, so for those of you who don't know, again, Sandra says hi, Mo.
Sandra, hello.
Mo, aka, she's got a lot of nicknames, right? And one of them, and they all suit different parts of her personality because we are.
One of them is background Betty. So when we are referring to
Apologetic Betty, now that's it.
Apologetic Betty, okay, we are referring to Monifa, the Monifa.
Right. So she
right now.
Anytime that she gets excited about something, she has to go. We call her Pookie. So I don't know if you remember the show Above the Rim.
It's a movie.
The movie. Okay, the movie Above the Rim, and it was, I believe, Chris Rock's character.
No, Marlon Wayans.
Marlon Wayans' character. Okay, sorry. jacking this all up. Marlon Wayans, and so he goes on the basketball court and he can't play, but he's got the pads and he's got the chalk for the hands. He's got every piece of equipment known to man, but he can't play ball. That's Mo. Hey, Chulo!
Surprise! Hey, Pop!
What's up, Mo?
Hey, Sassy.
Hey, baby.
Producer extraordinaire. Hello.
Yes. He looks good. What's up, Chulo?
Nothing. I'm so refreshed from last week.
That's right.
Fresh.
You took a little
excursion.
Yeah,
I was in Miami spreading my seed.
Oh my God, help me. Oh my gosh.
I spread it. I spread it.
How was it?
Well, Rezzy and Mo. See, JaVonne, you don't do this, but Rezzy, Mo, and I went to Haldover Beach.
Nice.
That morning, the nude beach.
Yes, down. We're at Nude Beach.
Yes, and just relax, released, recharged, refreshed. After the last 2 weeks or whatever, I needed that. I needed that so much.
I need it. Yeah, I get it. I need it so bad.
Yeah, because I sat quietly where God could talk to me, and I was obedient to listen.
That part.
Still, yep. And you were still that, yeah. Oh,
and it was just me. I took this solo trip on my own.
Yep.
Well, you don't mind doing solo trips because you always have like some refuge wherever you go. That's the thing about Chulo. He has his little nooks and crannies. He is the original English muffin, honey.
I don't make the rules. Happy birthday, JaVonne!
Thank you, Pop.
So, JaVonne, did you have 60 wishes or did you have 60 anything symbolic?
No. I can't even count that high.
She got 60 wishes, Rezzy. She want to be spanked by Shaka Khan.
That's 1 through 59.
Right?
Oh,
Shaka Khan. Lord.
So what do we have planned for next week?
What do we have planned for next week?
I mean, well, it's the holiday.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
I don't even say Thanksgiving anymore. I say Turkey Day.
Okay, Turkey Day. I'll be actually in your neck of the woods. I'll be in New York. My cousin is having Thanksgiving or Turkey Day or
Indigenous People
Day or Fuck It We Off Let's Eat Day. And so I'm gonna go pick my mom up and bring her to my cousins.
How's mommy?
She good.
Give her my love.
Yes, I certainly will.
I think it's now. Whatever you do it with joy.
Yep.
And I'll be at the Mission as I always am.
Nice.
And then I think I'll be in Jersey. I'll be at Amelia's house.
Oh.
So
you're gonna start it off in a missionary position, and then you're gonna go to Jersey. Did you say that? Did I not just hear that? He said he's gonna be in a missionary.
I said the Mission. Yes, 60, you starting to lose your hearing.
I thought I expanded my hearing. I'm sorry.
That was last weekend. And maybe tomorrow or tonight. Who knows? Who knows where the wind will blow me?
Oh! I have been there, Pop. I
told you I'm here for hashtag whore.
That's it.
You wrote hashtag whore.
Yeah, that's like you said the wind will blow you. I said, oh, who will blow you?
That's a discussion for late night in the basement.
Honey.
Yeah. I think whatever people decide to do, please be safe and do it with love, and just find some glee in whatever it is. I think right now just nothing matters but glee, joy, and kindness, and starting with yourself.
Yep. I got Lily a brunch I got to go to.
Okay.
The restaurant again, hashtag core. It's called the Horny Ram.
Why does that sound familiar?
It's on the east side in the 50s, Resi, on 3rd Avenue. 3rd and 2nd Avenue. They got a really good brunch going for unlimited mimosas and stuff.
Oh, nice. Is it every Sunday, or what is that?
Every Saturday, Sunday, they have a good brunch, but they got good food no matter what. But
today, we are memorializing the late great John Amos today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're memorializing him in West Orange, New Jersey. East Orange?
Yeah.
East at Cicely Tyson School of the Arts in East Orange.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Will Shannon be there?
Absolutely. She produced it with others, and yes, she produced it. Yes.
She pulled it together, Hudson.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
He's one of our legends.
Yes, please.
Yes, it's gonna be beautiful.
Yes, I absolutely will, John.
He's actually been on my mind, and I wanted to convey condolences.
There's a live streaming link I will send out, and you can post it on
yeah,
our page if you'd like. I'll send it out.
Sure. Just for those of you who may not know, Shannon Amos, the daughter of the legendary John Amos, was a guest on our show. And so as Terezz is saying, there's going to be a tribute that she put together for her father in East Orange, is it?
Yes, at the Cicely Tyson School of Performing Arts and Fine Arts. Performing and Fine Arts.
And so once we get the link, we'll put it up on all of our pages.
I'm about to put it right now. I'm gonna send it to you.
Thank you. You know what time it starts?
What'd you say?
Do you know what time it starts?
It starts at 4.
At 4.
That's not 4.
Okay, groovy. That's good.
I could do that.
Stick it on.
You could do that, Pop. So can I, Pop. We are.
But you know what? I'm not a Trekkie.
Me either. But I.
And my younger brother is one, and he gets upset when I do this because he can't do this. He said, "You don't even watch the show."
Yeah. I'm not a Trekkie, but I trek a lot.
You're crazy, man.
All right, so I think it is time for a
Black History moment.
Black History moment. How did you know, Pop? You're so smart. You know me. You're special. Okay, today's Black History moment. Don't you go nowhere, Pop.
I'm here.
All right, Henrietta Davis, considered by many to be one of the top African American dramatic actors of the 19th century. Henrietta Vinton Davis died on November 23rd, 1941, in Washington, D.C., at age 81. She was also an international leader of the Garvey movement, an elocutionist, dramatist, and diplomat. Her oratorical skills, which created awe on stage, also aided in her as a chief spokesperson for Marcus Garvey. I can use her now to say what I'm trying to say. And the African redemption movement of the UNIA ACL. Prior to her career in the arts, she became the first African American woman employed by the Office of Recorder of Deeds in Washington, D.C., where she would later work for Frederick Douglass when he was appointed Recorder of Deeds. In the end, she would separate from Garvey and his organization. She was born August 25th, 1860, in Baltimore, Maryland. Henrietta Davis.
Mm.
Let's speak her name. Speak her name. Speak her name.
Henrietta Davis.
Henrietta Davis.
Henrietta Davis. And people like that. Let me just say, I was watching some TikToks, and this Asian woman said that we die twice in her culture. The day that you transition and the day that the last person speaks your name.
Mm.
And we have a a culture thing where we, in churches and in wherever, we call out the names of our ancestors, and we do that to keep them alive.
Mm-hmm.
Henrietta Davis is someone I was not familiar with,
Me either.
and I'm glad that I came across her name and her works, because I would think that during the 1800s, the late 1800s into the early 1900s, her contributions, she must have been really well known during that time amongst our people. You understand what I'm saying? And then somewhere along the line, her name faded.
Mm. Okay.
And that happens over time. And I think, especially since we're at this time where there's book banning.
Yeah, it's trying to be squelched, excuse me.
Yes, and we have to be the ones
Yeah.
to speak the names of our ancestors, and to teach
contributions. I mean, know and learn actually for ourselves.
Right. We have to teach each other.
Right.
And share the information and pass it on. So all them little people with those little Monifa faces, that's a tribe within itself.
You ain't lying.
Hi, Kemi. Love you. Love you, Kemi.
Yes.
But there's a whole bunch of little Monifa faces out there, and not just them, but all little babies, all of them need to understand, because there was a time that we didn't see ourselves reflected in books,
right,
in television, in movies, in anywhere that was positive. And they are trying to eliminate that, and they feel that because we have stepped into our power, we are starting to. We haven't even realized our true power yet. But they see us coming into our power, and they are trying to stop that with everything they have, with every little trick in their dirty little book. And let me just say this also for the record. A lot of them believe that they are smarter. No, you're just more evil. You're just more wicked. You're more selfish. You're more greedy. You're just diabolical. We just trying to live. That sounds like a bomb. I don't know. Poof. But I'm just saying, we when we are afforded the opportunity to contribute to the world, to our country, we do us proud. We have made amazing contributions to this country and the world. No one race of people or gender of people or sexuality or orientation of people have done everything alone by themselves.
Right.
So just cut the shit. We're all necessary, and we're all God's children. We're all a part of God. We all have the Wusa breath inside of us, those of us who continue to live. And we have to honor our ancestors by calling their names.
Mhm.
And any bit of information that we get, we have to share it.
Mhm.
And there's some powerful voices also too that you can listen to that would make sense, that may not cause anxiety, but they'll just give you the information. You can sign in and sign out, like I think of Joy Reid, I think of Keith Boykin, I think of even Don Lemon now. I've had my thing with John over the years. Keith is always good to give you a whole rundown and
Mhm.
one massive video, which is really great to watch.
Y'all need to follow him. People need to follow him.
Yeah. Who else? There's a lot of
Bishop Kevin Taylor from last week.
What?
Come on, Bishop Kevin.
Bishop
Bishop.
Kevin Taylor. Yes.
I'm gonna keep pointing, but I know about Kevin Taylor.
Yeah. He's got this thing that he does that's called "Before I Get Out of the Car."
Mhm.
Also because I know I'm not the only one that does it. That will be driving in from somewhere and get to my destination, particularly if it's home. And because I'm on the phone, I'm still sitting in the car talking. I'm still talking. Well, he has this thing that's called "Before I Get Out of the Car," that he'll drop some gems and go into whatever hit his spirit, or may have even been inspired. I actually never asked him what provoked some of the topics that he talks about, but yeah, he goes in. Bishop Kevin E. Taylor, he's another one to follow.
Kevin E. Taylor, that's right.
Yeah.
No, we have so much. You know what I wanted to ask while Monifa's still in the building.
Excuse me, apologetic Betty, unapologetic Betty.
Unapologetic Betty.
When she's not on air. When she's on air, she's Monifa.
I get that, but I need unapologetic Betty to channel the Monifa for a second, just for a second, because I was in my car and Blueprint came on and I'm singing to it, and then I remembered this treatment for a video that I had in my mind for it.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever do a music video for that? And don't beat me up.
I put it out yet.
What, said again?
I didn't. First of all, you have an exclusive. Let's start there. Okay. So you're welcome. And I didn't put it out yet. So,
okay.
Only too much strikes again.
I know, but you know what? That shit is the bomb. What you, girl?
It's coming.
That's
what I was doing last night, John.
Mo has a trough of music.
I can only imagine. That shit is the bomb. Okay.
What she does is she'll make a song and then she'll add it to, like, say, she'll get all the paperwork done, then she'll add it to a set to work it first before releasing it. Like, so by the time you hear it, you either heard it live or heard snippets of it being performed, and then it goes to the wind. But
it goes to the wind.
To the wind.
Soon to be. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I need the whole music video that I have in my head, even if we do it just for play, just for me. I have to get the, and Terez, you're in it.
I'm a victim now.
No, you're in the video, but we got to get rid of the crutches. She can't have the crutches in the video. We can't
have the crutches.
We can't.
Trying to get rid of these dang blasted things.
We can't. No.
In due time, Rezzy, in due time.
And it'll work out, because by the time I get the shit together, you be
talk about music. I'm putting this in the mail to you both. So
nice. Whitney's concert.
From the concert. So
yay. Ooh.
I miss her.
So y'all will get your copy sometime this week.
You know what? I just want to again say shout out to you, Pop, to Pat, for keeping her stuff, with your other. I don't want to miss anybody. So blame my head, not my heart. The whole team. Yeah, the
estate, her estate, right? Yeah.
The whole estate team for keeping her estate team, just for keeping everything so tight and released and hitting us with the nuggets, because that concert, baby,
Yeah, so we put it like this is the first, so you're gonna get the music, and it's also on vinyl too. So
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
and we announced this week that Town Hall it'll be the third installment where we're doing Whitney Symphonic at Town Hall, February 15th.
Newark?
That whole New York, yeah, because we did one in Chicago, we did one in DC, and this is the third one. So we're testing them out to see, and then they'll go all around.
Nice.
It's like it's unseen footage. It's them playing to her music, but we changed the tempo of it.
Okay.
Wow.
So we'll let you know. I'll remind. It's that long weekend.
Okay.
Good.
Nice.
Valentine's Day weekend and President's Day. You know, JaVonne is off from work that day.
So I'll be there.
It's on a Saturday in the evening.
I'll be there.
Okay,
Nice.
you'll come to the city. Okay.
I'll come to the city.
Nice. We need love music. We need voices. We need some, like, every movement, every, even when I think back to civil rights, they had music, they had artists, they had a soundtrack to those periods and times. They had artists that reflects, because they became the essential, exactly, Mo, they became the essential storytellers. I was talking to Sage Gallen, and he's so inspired to go in, and he's got his series that he's working up. We're trying to put we're going to do an installation of his stuff in Newark. I'm going to be working with Beatrice to get that done.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, Sage, shout out to Sage.
Sometimes it's always good to go back to the Stevie Wonder music and just
still relevant.
Yes,
absolutely.
Him and Donny Hathaway and Roberta and
Marvin,
Teddy, and
they've been talking about it.
And Phyllis.
Absolutely.
Talking about it.
That's music.
Yeah, gotta put it on. I've been listening to a lot of gospel lately. I saw that you went on live, JaVonne, with the gospel hour the other day.
Oh yeah, Sunday. Yeah, in between my little breaks of what I was doing in Miami, it popped up. I was like, oh, but I can't tune in right now. I was laying hands on people.
And the gospel music wasn't gonna help move them. Not in the direction.
All right.
Okay.
They did say thank you, Lord.
Okay, there you go. I just want to thank you, Lord. Did I go live here or
you went live on YouTube?
Facebook or YouTube?
You went live on something, I know, because I get notifications every time.
Yeah, so it must
be much. Yeah, it was. Yeah, because
wait, Pop, you saw the face of Tammy too much. You saw the face of Tammy.
Reggie, I happen to be scrolling like JaVonne on TikTok, and her, Dr. Simone, and we were all on a thing together. It was kind of eerie, JaVonne.
Dr. Simone, how is she?
She's good. You didn't like that, Pop?
It was just I had to get used to seeing that AI image.
I think that's gonna be the TikTok face of Tammy too much, and she's just gonna do some music and shit.
Thank you.
You know why? Because I cannot set up my phone in a good way and I don't like looking at I'm accustomed to it with you guys. So there's three of us, and I'm not assuming that everybody's looking at me. But if it's just me, I don't need people looking at me. While I'm mixing or whatever the hell I'm doing. So with Tammy too much face,
you can act up.
I can act a fool, which clearly I do.
I've been getting in my my gospel moments. Hold on one second. Betty. She's not even in the room. She's in another room.
Unapologetic Betty.
Okay. Yeah,
we can all listen to her conversation.
Babe, your conversation is going live.
Okay. Okay. She want to get off the phone. Okay. Okay.
What's that song? That old song, Betty. This is such and such.
Oh
Woman,
yeah.
a woman to woman.
Woman to woman. Woman to woman.
Woman to woman, if you've ever been in love, hey,
Wait, no more because we got to pay for it.
know
We got to pay
how
for it.
I feel.
All of that in a onesie with a tail.
Shut up.
Wait, Rez, is she going around the house like this? Woo!
With my head back down.
Yes, a Fraggle. In a onesie with a tail. And her leopard print. What is
Yes.
that thing called?
It's a head wrap.
It's a head rag, but it goes all the way down her back. Like
Yes, it's my whoopee hair.
oh, okay. Remember Whoopi Goldberg in the one woman show that she did on Broadway?
When she first came up.
Which was
Yes, which was
iconic
amazing.
and amazing.
Yes, it was.
If you have a chance,
my
go
white
on
hair.
YouTube.
Yes,
All the
luxurious
youngins.
hair.
Y'all gotta go. That's a beast.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Whoopi is a beast.
Her audio book, I felt like, number one, I felt like she was talking to me. Number two, I felt like we had a lot more in common than I ever knew.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
I'm affordable. Yeah, affordable.
Okay, photo.
Yeah,
I
she's
like that.
serving, honey.
Yes, Whoopi. I mean, her and her older brother living alone with their mother in PJs. That was me.
This was I'm starting to read this now.
Everything in my life. That I was like, oh my God, strumming my pain.
Her
Word.
brother Clyde. Her
Yeah.
brother Clyde. Yeah.
He's good looking too, that Clyde.
Yeah, that's a little crush.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "What this brother is handsome."
Knows what? Yeah, he is. He is. He was.
He was.
He ain't just passed, right?
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They all look like she looks like the splitting image of her mom too.
Yo,
Yep.
it's crazy. She took her whole face. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got like
I
15
love
looking
reading
likes.
the book. I can't get into the audio right now because I'm always running, but I love to read a book. I love to smell it, taste it.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. That's why I love listening to them in my car. It drives.
Me too. Me too.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, not a lot. No.
Yeah.
I like audiobooks too. Actually, because like sometimes in traffic so I don't watch the road because you get a little anxiety ridden watching the road in traffic or whatever.
That's a fact.
The first audiobook I really, really enjoyed was what's her name?
Jennifer Lewis.
Yes.
Yes, Tati.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Baby.
Yeah. She did two of them,
yeah.
and they were both amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think I preferred them. I like the tactile of the book, having it
For sure,
on the
for
shelf. But in terms of like how I enjoy it, I like having them read to me.
Yes.
And I particularly
You
like.
know who else's book is good? Shout out to Billy Porter.
Oh, Billy Porter.
His book is, oh my gosh, and
Yes.
it's amazing.
I
Yeah,
haven't
and I got
listened to
this
that
one.
one yet. Cheryl did and said that it was great.
It
I was
really,
thinking
really
about
is.
getting Eve's.
Eve. Yeah. Who's
Yeah,
that
I'm
girl?
about to, yeah, who's that girl I'm about to read? That's the next one.
Nice.
Yeah, you know who else did a good one? It's long. It's very, very, very long.
Barbara
Streisand. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm reading that. That's my girl.
But she has an audio to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I'm
nice.
saying. The audio book. I listened to it. I've fallen in love with Barbara Streisand.
Oh, yeah.
She's a beast. She's a whole person. Like her whole.
And the thing is,
A lot of things that
she plays audio of her singing. Like there's some nice little surprises in there, man. And oh my God, I'm like, how could I have been sleeping on Barbara?
It's
I love
funny. She's
Barbara.
a whole did you ever see Mo I think went live to it.
Oh yes, I saw her at Madison Square Garden. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fabulous.
Legendary. I mean, I've always loved her voice, and I actually have vinyl, the best of Barbara Streisand, that kind of thing, and love anything. I love the Bee Gees, so I know.
Oh,
Yes.
the guilty song. Oh my God.
Oh my God, guilty.
What?
Guilty.
What?
Mhm.
Let me tell you something. Coming from a very guilty person from back then, that song
She's crazy.
makes me feel so much better about myself.
Her Neil Diamond.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, music is music. It doesn't have a color to me.
Absolutely not.
If it feels good to you, it feels good.
That's right.
Whatever comes from the heart reaches the heart.
Yes.
So let me ask y'all this, and you have to pick one.
Ooh.
Just one.
Just one. You're gonna live without for the rest of your life, either music or movies.
Movies.
Movies. Because there's music in movies.
You're gonna live without them? You're gonna live without the movies?
Yes.
Okay.
That hurts. That hurts. You know,
Pop,
especially
you
when-
It hurts me, but it's
without
definitely
the music.
So to live without either one of them,
Right. You're gonna live without music.
the movies.
I live
Because
without
music touches me in a whole different way.
Yeah. I think I've been asking that question around, and most people feel the same way.
Because music, it helps you with different emotions.
and you can create the movie in your mind. That's what
Exactly.
it invokes so many things. So music, hands down, that is like that's God. That's
It tells a story in itself.
Right.
And do you ever like listen to like a track again and then you get something else from it?
Oh, absolutely.
When I'm feeling a certain way, I want to hear certain things.
Yeah.
And it will be locked in my mind until I hear it as much as I need to do to saturate that. It's like it becomes something that you crave. You have to satiate whatever it is. Because I must have played Leandra Johnson's "Deliver Me" back to back. You know, the live version. It's on YouTube, and I was just like,
yes, ooh.
Leandra, anything she opened her mouth to.
But that particular song when she delivers it, you can tell that was all deep down in her spirit.
Yeah, she's a beast.
One of my go-to gospels is Nancy Jackson, "I'm Free." And you know they got a house mix to it too, Rezzy, and a regular version and
I didn't know there was a house music.
Oh baby. Oh
really?
Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember. Was that? Wait a minute. I have to hear it because there was this song that Beloved played a while ago. He was doing a dual DJ and they were going back and forth. It was him and Amir, and I didn't know who the artist was, but it kept going. But the punctuation was on this word "free." It's free.
Yep, that's probably her. I'm free. Yeah, and because how I got into. Because I used to listen to the radio, BLS, in the morning with Toya Beasley, and she played it, and this woman woke me up out of my bed.
Wow!
I have one song called "I'm Free," and I don't think it's that though.
It's Nancy Jackson. No, that's our girl Terry Dexter.
Right.
No, but it's a gospel song from Nancy Jackson.
You know what I wanted to ask you?
What? Why did I listen? Did you mute it?
No, hold on. Is this it? Hold on.
That's it, Rezzy. That's it. Yes. Yep.
Fingers.
Yeah, sorry.
That's it.
No, it's
that's dope.
Now you're gonna make me play it like when we get off of air.
Yeah, for sure.
And my neighbors like, he's at it again.
She sort of sounds like from what I just heard. She almost sounds like
Yolanda.
Anaya. No.
Who?
Anaya Day.
She's got a song out too, that I heard that was pretty fire.
She always got a new song out. She like the hardest working woman in house music or something.
Nice. Yeah.
She always got something going on.
Bless her gift.
But you mentioned Terry
Dexter.
Yeah, is she in a Amazon commercial?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, recently.
I've been seeing this Amazon. I'm like, damn, that looks like Terry Dexter.
Good for her.
Very groovy, very, very groovy.
Nice. Wow.
There's a Terry Dexter fan that hits me up consistently all the time. DMs me and asks me all the time since Terry was on the show. Ask me about Terry Dexter all the time. Did you know Terry Dexter did this? And did you know Terry Dexter did this? And did you ever hear Terry Dexter? I'm like, thank you. Yeah. Wow. But it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I love Terry Dexter now that I know. I didn't know, but now I know. And
there's another singer that was so underrated, Tina Moore.
Oh,
Tina Moore. Yeah, she was. Yeah, Tina Moore was a really good singer. She saw her hit was like never gonna let you go, because Janet was dancing off of her music one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta send me that link.
Yeah, I'll send you that, because she redid Etta James song At Last.
Okay.
On her first album, and she
Yeah. See, if you're gonna tap the legends, like there's this gentleman, I don't remember his name, but I don't think he's a famous artist, but he interprets Luther Vandross, and he's always on Facebook, and he just sings any one of Luther's tunes, and his tone is ridiculous.
Does he have like a faded out beard or something? I seen him the other day.
He does. Yes, his tone is ridiculous. If you're looking at, you would think he was probably lip syncing initially, and nuances. Yeah.
I feel like I saw him on a TikTok.
You stay on TikTok, Tammy, too much.
Where we go? So this TikTok alleged ban is supposed to be happening in January. They're saying if they don't sell it to the government, they're not going to allow them to continue the platform. Has anybody heard anything else about that?
Not yet.
Nah, I haven't. I don't know anything about it.
Not yet.
If they sell it to our government, I'm just gonna have to remove myself from it.
And who would be at that point? Because the United States government is going to own, like, like who's jockeying for it?
And then we'll have to pay for it.
Yeah, because they want to watch, because people are really monetizing that TikTok. They're paying you, better than most of the platforms.
We'll see what happens when this new administration comes in.
I think half this is going to be hype anyway, because they're going to be too busy stealing to,
I had a conversation. I'm not having too many conversations. Huh?
No, I was saying bye to the Queen.
Oh, bye, Queen. If I know Biden, because of his ego, if he would have stepped down for the last 30 days.
He ain't listening no more.
Look, man.
But if he stepped down for the last 30 days, that would, because he wouldn't be 47th president. She would be. And then what would happen was, then the news was so consumed of what Biden just did, of letting her become president for 30 days, that would eat him up. And I would want that for her, because then she would have Secret Service for the rest of her life,
which she's gonna need.
Well, I think does the vice president also get Secret Service? I think
I believe so.
I hope so.
But I think like for president you get two or three, or what? Yeah, two. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I don't want to chime in with that, but I should have chimed in when Gigi was talking. But
no, I mean, you raised a great point. I thought that would be the ultimate, gut punch. Just and not for nothing, but just say, hey, listen, I'm going to take the high road off. I'll be back at to transfer the power to you, but this last couple of days, I'm going to need her to get down with the get down, do it, transfer, and then.
But she still makes history as being the first, woman vice president.
Yeah, and woman
when he got his colonoscopy. But,
like I said, yeah.
But at any rate, I don't know what he's doing. I don't even want to talk about him. I'm just so tired. I'm one of them black women sitting on the rooftop with my coffee mug and my t-shirt.
I love that meme.
Yes.
I haven't been watching it. Like, I'll watch Good Day New York for the weather and the shits and giggles. But but after that, I haven't watched CNN and it's nothing. I'd rather watch cartoons or old stuff on on TV. I'll even watch the Brady Bunch.
Wow.
You know, I've been watching old movies, silver screen sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like just old school stuff. I'm trying to stay away from anything having to do with news. I can't.
You know, news is all on Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
And reality show.
Yep.
I wanted to agree with Rezi earlier. She said, if we stop promoting this mother freaker,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, I didn't remember this when Biden became in office, that every day, every hour was a news feed on.
No, it stopped. It stopped. And the thing about Biden, I have to say, the one thing that I am disappointed in was his choice for DOJ and their slow, old ass moving shit. Period.
But again,
Other than that, everything else he did, well, I'm not going to say everything because a lot of people lost their lives, and I think he could have done something differently there.
but people should have paid attention to him when he first came in office. He said he wanted to be a one-term president.
Mm.
So,
I didn't hear that.
But you know what? We got
Wow.
the elections in the midterms in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but somebody also made a comment real quick. Vance is not our VP. It's Elon Musk.
So it seems.
That's the real VP.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know.
And he's the type that, you know, whatever.
These folks ain't even interested in running this country. They have their own agendas, and I don't think they're gonna vary from the script. You know, it's just the idea of it, you know, is so daunting, but I don't think they're gonna vary from this. We're talking about some incredibly selfish people, you know. Being for the people is not something they're going to do long term. That's 4 years is a long time to be, you know, unselfish if that's not your mode. You know, Elon's going to go right back to doing what Elon does, you know, and you'll see him in sound bites and people will blow it up. And, you know, that's why I'm saying the media needs to calm down and just let chips fall, because all this advertising and all this reporting, every little step they take, please, for what? I could care less who he's meeting with. You know, how does that impact the rest of us? Doesn't? Oh, they just having lunch? Okay, it's not my business.
Yep. McDonald's at that. Oh, wait.
I don't even eat at McDonald's.
Let me just read these comments on Instagram. I can't pick. They both give me something that was about the music. That's hard. After listening to y'all, I would pick the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering why you would pick the movies. The same thing that we were saying or not. And Dr. Oz is one of his people he picked. Dr. Oz will be overseeing Medicaid. Oh, Jesus.
Well, we don't know. No one's been confirmed yet. So
exactly. Yeah.
We continued with that. So
that's just crazy. Yeah.
I'm focused on day to day, every day. I'm focused on, again, like y'all said, self-care, pay attention, find the joy in your life, appreciate next week being with your family, your friends. Mm-hmm. Just do that. Just live life.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And with that, I guess it's about time for us to bounce. So everybody bounce and enjoy your weekend. Bye, unforgettable Betty Spaghetti.
What? Betty? Unapologetic Betty.
Yeah, that one. Yo, love y'all to pieces. Deuces. Bye, Pop.
Bye, Chula. Love you.
Bye, Rezi.
Bye, Jay.
Bye.
Bye, Betty. Still in the basement, no longer alone, with my homegirl Terezz on the microphone. Music, politics, or just chatting it up. Brunch in the basement, see that's what's up. You never know who might run through. Legendary artist or someone brand new. You miss a lot when you miss one day. At least that's what I heard somebody say. But it doesn't really matter what whoever says. It's always a good show with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Brunch in the basement with JaVonne and Terez. Yeah. Let's see who we got today or what we doing today or whatever it is, it's gonna be good. Woo!
I love you all so much.
Just whatever the first thing that
Adam and Eve.
we can see you now.
I know. And thank God.
Yeah, that's generally the response we get from everybody, but we keep it clean.